Today, I want to talk about how Ken Griffin and Citadel are bribing their interns not to snitch on them and become whistleblowers. Citadel provides a crazy salary and benefits even to part-time temporary employees. Clearly, they're worried about the truth escaping. I also wanted to give an update on those FTX synthetics, as it seems like they're on the move once again. So stay tuned and let's make some money. And now to dive straight in with the key information. So, Genevieve tweeted saying, "Today I learned that Citadel pays interns $20,000 per month and even provides free housing." This article says a summer internship at Citadel offers perks that include a salary of up to $5,000 a week, free corporate housing in one of 10 different world financial centers like New York, and an opening retreat at a Four Seasons in South Florida. Billionaire Ken Griffin's hedge fund, which has some $58 billion in assets under management, but as we know, a 7-to-1 times leverage ratio at minimum, picked a crop of 300 interns for their summer analyst program this year out of a pool of more than 69,000 applicants. The interns hail from graduate and undergraduate STEM programs, and therefore many of these interns are likely corrupt anyway, and it's likely their parents probably also work for Citadel too. It says every year Griffin addresses the interns at an opening retreat in Florida. The interns are then sent to their base of operations, where they are mentored by a manager who guides them on what insiders call deep dive quantitative trading simulations. AKA they're likely watched by managers to make sure they don't snitch and become whistleblowers or accidentally stumble upon anything illegal. And it says at the end of the 11-week program, a majority of interns are offered a full-time position with the company, therefore likely to receive even more bribery. Now what's kind of crazy is just how much more Citadel compares to other competitors. Obviously more bribery requires more money. It says the proprietary trading firm Jane Street paid its interns $16,000 per month on average. Bridgewater Associates pays its interns just $13,900 per month. And therefore Citadel tops the barrel with $20,000 per month, and also free rent or a free apartment in New York, where the average rent is around $4,000 per month. So Citadel is paying pretty much double what Bridgewater Associates pays, and also pays an extra $8,000 per month on top of Jane Street. It's kind of crazy that Citadel pays so much in monthly salary, but I guess money talks, and obviously bribery is a great way to stop whistleblowing. It wouldn't surprise me if this is the reason why we haven't seen many Citadel whistleblowers. Yes, the SEC does offer a whistleblower award, but Citadel already takes care of their employees financially very well, and obviously if employees did blow the whistle, they'd have a target on their backs. So you either choose a small payout from the SEC, maybe it's a few $1,000,000 and this giant target on your back, or take this whopping $20,000 a month from Citadel that likely grows the longer they're there, and no target. I'm sure $20,000 is plenty enough for many of these employees, especially as that amount grows the longer they're there, and that's why employees don't blow the whistle. Now I also wanted to touch on these tokenized stocks, which seem to be on the move once again. Frank tweeted saying tokenized stocks, so tokens go up and the stock barcodes. Seems legit. But he said, hang on a second, it seems like the FTX synthetics are still up and running, even after the FTX owners got caught. We can see from this page on Coinbase, it says the price of AMC Entertainment Holdings tokenized stock FTX has risen by 100% in the past 7 days. Guys, if you didn't already know, you can currently get one guaranteed free share of Tesla and of Google, and a $100 cash reward when you sign up to Moomoo using the link in the description below and make the required deposit. If you deposit just $100, you get a $100 cash reward and 5 free stocks. If you deposit $1,000, you get 15 free stocks total and that $100 cash reward. If you deposit $5,000, you get a guaranteed free share of Tesla or of Google, as well as the 15 free stocks and $100 for free, which you could always use to put towards more AMC or GameStop shares. Now I saw something really interesting when I was looking at the crypto.com website for the AMC Entertainment Holdings tokenized stock FTX. We can see that through most of 2021 and 2022, this FTX token was tracking the AMC price pretty much perfectly. And then obviously towards the end of 2022, it was still tracking the AMC price up until that date when FTX went bankrupt and these tokens or FTX tokenized securities were supposedly removed. We can see on the last trading day on Friday, November 18th, 2022, these tokenized securities were trading around $4 per share, which was fairly close to the AMC price on that day. But if we look at the price of the same AMC tokenized stock FTX, we can see the price is now $0.025 US. So we can see that at some point between the 18th November 2022 and now, the price of these tokens has fallen from $4 per token to $0.025. So it seems like these tokens have continued to be shorted over the last 6 or 7 months, and no one seems to be doing anything about it. And it's likely if these tokens are still being shorted and still being traded, that it's still having that same price impact on the AMC stock as well. But now Frank has tweeted saying US action on short sellers is likely in the next few months, a DOJ official has said per Reuters. And Frank says, so my tinfoil hat theory is that the SEC is going to blame Binance and other crypto markets like Coinbase for not registering as security holders, seeing as how they back the tokens held by actual shares. Basically, they're going to blame Binance, they're going to blame Coinbase, they're going to blame FTX and a number of other crypto companies for not registering as proper registered exchanges. And they'll then likely say the price of the AMC and GameStop stocks have been held down by these illegally operating platforms, and it's all their fault. It's not Citadel's fault, it's Coinbase's and Binance's fault. They'll say, oh, sorry guys, we didn't know these FTX synthetics were still trading. That's why the price has been held down, because these FTX synthetics have still been shorted. But now that we've sued Coinbase and Binance, and now that FTX is properly gone, this should all stop happening. Now, as Hang Loose tweeted, he said AMC has one of the highest running FTD problems in the entire stock market. He said, how is it possible that market makers are struggling to locate shares while the stocks chart continues to trade like a low volume 5-cent company? And I'd imagine these market makers are still struggling to locate shares because AMC is still being synthetically shorted through these tokenized securities. And it's being so heavily shorted that these tokenized securities have now hit a new low of $0.025. I wonder if this is what the price of AMC would be if retail investors were not buying up the stock to counteract the synthetic shorting. Now, on top of that, Boss Blunts has also tweeted saying, why would Doug from Virtue Financial be welcoming back a person known only for bashing AMC? Boss Blunts wonders, are Doug and Amy colluding to short and distort the stock some more? It obviously is likely that Doug and Amy are working together to try and short and distort AMC and trying to convince you to sell your shares. And I think the reason why Doug and Amy are working together and the reason why they're so panicked is because Carvana is squeezing the short sellers and they want to keep hush hush about it. I've said before, when small cap stocks start running up, it's because hedge funds are closing out of their smaller short positions so they don't have to close out of their AMC and GameStop positions. They know that closing out of their Carvana shorts may lose them a few million or a few $100 million, but it won't bankrupt the fund like what would happen if they closed out of their AMC and GameStop shorts. That's why we're seeing these smaller cap stocks like Carvana, like Coinbase and many others starting to run up. And as Travis tweeted, he said all mother of all short squeeze stocks are moving as a result. So guys, be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. And as always guys, be sure to ding that notification bell because that way you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. Cheers.